The Sant Kabi Bhima Bhoi was a 19th century poet saint, social reformer and leading voice of Mahima Dharma in Odisha. Born into a marginalized tribal community, he experienced poverty, discrimination and social exclusion firsthand. Through his poetry and spiritual teaching, Bhima Bhoi transformed personal suffering into a universal message of compassion, equality and human dignity. Historical context: Bhima Bhoi lived during a period when Indian society was deeply divided by caste hierarchy, ritualism, and social inequality. The marginalized section of society often faced oppression and exclusion. In this environment, Mahima Dharma emerged as a reformist spiritual movement, challenging social injustice and emphasizing moral and spiritual equality among all human beings. What is Mahima Dharma? Mahima Dharma was founded on the belief in a formless and infinite divine reality, often called Alekh or Mahima. It rejected ideal worship, elaborate rituals, and priestly domination. Instead, it emphasized simplicity, ethical conduct, devotion, and direct spiritual experience. Bhima Bhoi became its most influential poet and interpreter, spreading its message through accessible and powerful verses. Equality as a social principle. One of the central socio-ethical teachings of Mahima Dharma is the equality of all human beings. Bhima Bhoi argued that no person is inherently superior or inferior by birth. He condemned caste discrimination and social exclusion, asserting that spiritual worth depends on moral character rather than social status. This idea challenged the dominant social order of his time. Critique of caste hierarchy. Bhima Bhoi's writing contained a strong critique of caste-based oppression. He viewed caste division as obstacles to both social harmony and spiritual progress. Through Mahima Dharma, he promoted a community where people from different backgrounds could worship and live together without discrimination. His teaching represents a powerful ethical protest against social inequality. Compassion for human suffering. Compassion occupies a central place in Bhima Bhoi's philosophy. His famous sentiment expressed a willingness to endure personal suffering if it could alleviate the suffering of others. This reflects an ethical vision rooted in empathy and collective welfare. For Bhima Bhoi, true spirituality meant responding to the pain and struggle of fellow human beings. Universal humanism. The socio-ethical outlook of Mahima Dharma extends beyond specific communities and embraces all humanity. Bhima Bhoi believed that every individual possesses intrinsic dignity and deserves respect. His humanism transcended caste, tribe, religion, and social identity, emphasizing a shared moral bond among all people. Simplicity and moral living. Mahima Dharma advocated a simple way of life, free from greed, luxury, and excessive attachment to material possession. Bhima Bhoi taught that ethical living required honesty, self-discipline, humility, and contentment. Social transformation, according to him, begin with individual moral reform and responsible conduct. Rejection of ritualism. Bhima Bhoi criticized religious practices that focus solely on external rituals while neglecting moral values. He argued that genuine spirituality arises from purity of heart and ethical behavior rather than ceremonial performance. This ethical emphasis shifted attention from ritual authority to personal responsibility and inner transformation. Social justice and inclusion. Mahima Dharma offered hope and dignity to marginalized groups who are often excluded from mainstream religious institutions. Bhima Bhoi's teaching encouraged social inclusion and challenged system of domination. His movement provided an alternative vision of society based on justice, equality, and mutual respect. Environmental and ethical sensibility. Although primarily a spiritual movement, Mahima Dharma promote harmony with nature and moderation in human desire. Bhima Bhoi ethical vision recognizes the interconnectedness of life, respect for nature, restraint in consumption, and responsible living form important aspects of the broader moral framework of the tradition. Relevance in modern society. The socio-ethical ideas of Bhima Bhoi remain highly relevant today. Issues such as discrimination, inequality, social exclusion, and communal division continue to challenge modern societies. His emphasis on compassion, equality, and human dignity offer valuable guidance for building a more just and inclusive world. Advanced philosophical perspective. At a deeper level, Bhima Bhoi linked social ethics with spiritual realization. He believed that recognition of the formless divine leads to the recognition of equal worth of all human beings. Thus, social justice was not merely a political objective, but a spiritual necessity. Ethical conduct became the practical expression. In the end, Sant Kabi Bhima Bhoi transformed Mahima Dharma into a powerful movement of social and ethical reform. Through his critique of caste, advocacy of equality, compassion for suffering, and vision of universal humanism, he created a philosophy that united spirituality with social justice. His legacy continued to inspire those seeking dignity, equality, and moral transformation in society. If you are still watching, I hope you are finding this content useful. Please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thought in the comment. Your support motivates me to create even more content like this.